All right, Jackson, coming in hot to the race, defending the title. How'd your morning start out?
It was pretty good. I honestly, I had what I thought was a good swim. That water was apparently 56, but it really felt comfortable to me, to be honest. I didn't get jostled around too much. I started on the far left, and I was able to kind of get on feet and get into what was probably kind of a chase pack. It wasn't really packed. It was kind of just guys coming out all the time because it was such a big field. But I came out of the water. I haven't looked, but I think it was something around a minute and a half behind the leaders. I think Leo Berger was leading. I knew I had a gap and I needed to close and I needed to work hard. So I got on the bike, and in the first little bit, I didn't actually feel that great. I was kind of getting myself going, like just legs didn't want to get going. So I was passing guys, but I wasn't working like super hard. And then Sam Long caught me at probably about 10K, maybe 15 minutes in at most. And then I didn't have a choice. I had to start working really hard to hang with him because he's an absolute beast. And I was able to up the effort quite a bit and hang with him. And, you know, I did go to the front a little bit, but he did most of the work, and we worked really hard to catch that lead group at, it was about halfway point of the bike, about 45K. I think they took a wrong turn, so we seemed to like make up the last 30 seconds really quickly. So that sort of helped in our favor, I guess. And then, yeah, we worked really hard right away because we were getting to that bottom of that big hill. Sam went to the front, was pushing really hard, and then Leo went around and was like really crushing it. And then four of us got away, along with Ben Knut, and we were away for a bit. And then Ben eventually was struggling and kind of dropped off the back, so it was three of us for the last kind of 20K. We managed to get good gap, but starting the run, I saw Jason West coming in, and I figured he's like 2.5, 3 minutes, and I didn't know because I knew I had to push really hard on the bike to kind of make that move and stay with those guys, and I knew it was going to be really tough to have one of those really special runs, and it was going to be touch and go, but the run legs felt okay. It was kind of like manage what I could on the run. Leo and Sam took off. Sam was trying to hang with them, and they really started pulling away, and I just had to take my medicine and kind of pace it and do, you know, the best effort I thought I could hold for the whole run. And Sam was kind of just like slowly getting away from me, and then at probably about the halfway point, I started coming back to him a little bit, and then he really started struggling, and I was able to pass him around the same time Jason West caught me and passed him. So I think he definitely went through a low point, and I took advantage and sort of just you know, throttled it up a little bit to get a gap. And then Jason was, you know, he was just flying, and I knew I wasn't gonna be able to hold that pace, so I just held as tough as I could. And it starts to get hard to know where people are because you're on a second lap, so I'm like, I just gotta run as hard as I can to make sure I hang on to third. You know, it would have been great to get the win, but I'm really happy with the effort. The swim was not as good as last year, but the bike was really hard, like a lot higher power than I did last year, and that kind of takes something out of the run, and that's just the name of the game. I'm happy to still have a solid run split despite that. So super stoked to get out here and just, you know, defend as best I can. A podium is always a good day when you're racing against, you know, world champions. Like it's unreal, the level, and I'm just super stoked to be, you know, pushing it at the front and getting myself in the mix.
Your swim seems to be sometimes you make the pack, sometimes you don't. Before you head into championship season, what do you think you need to do to make it to where it's every single time you're going to make it in there?
Yeah, that's got to be my focus. I'm just going to need to, I am improving. In the last few weeks, I've really improved my swim since Super League. Like if I was swimming like I was at Super League, I would have been like, you know, way back. So I am on the right track, but I just got to keep improving and take a look at my training and see if there's any nuances I can, you know, talk to my coach and maybe get some outside consult just with people who've really improved their swims to see. Like Jason West is a guy who, you know, used to not be a great swimmer. Now he's just consistently in there, and I've got to find a way to do the same thing. And that's what makes this sport fun. Like it's always, you got to always be finding that next thing because that's what everybody else is doing. So, but yeah, I definitely need to up my game for championship season and find a way to just close that gap and at least be, you know, tailing at the tail end of that lead group and give myself a chance to be out of the water with those pretty ridiculous swimmers. Like Leo Berger is like unreal. So it's easier said than done.
Will we see you heading over to Ibiza, or are you going to head to 70.3 St. George?
I think I'm going to be going to St. George. It is a tough decision. I love racing at the highest level, but it's an early time of year to be doing a big travel and to be kind of hitting like an E race. So I think I'm going to go to St. George. I've loved it there. I always race well there. and check that one off again, and then focus on the championship races sort of in August with hopefully US Open and then 70.3 Worlds. So trying to not let myself try to get into peak shape quite yet, because I really want to peak for Worlds in August.
And then lastly, you had a teammate that did pretty good on the day.
Yeah, I think taking the win's not too bad. So Tamara absolutely crushed it. That was unreal. Like, she's putting together her swimming bike so quickly, and then when she's there, like, she can't be beat on the run as long as she's having a decent day. So unbelievable. I think she ran like 1:13. So congrats to her. Really, really great to see, and be really cool to see how she does in the Worlds and those things now that her swim bike's really come along. Thanks to all my sponsors for the support. It's been awesome. You guys are amazing. Check them out. And thanks everybody for watching. I really appreciate it. I'm going heavy into YouTube now, and I hope you guys keep watching. So like and subscribe, and see you in the next one.